Hello, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. Woohoo! Yeah, this is show for the fans, by the fans. Last week's show, Hari was saying that we're going to come on tonight's show, and basically, I'm going to be on the sadder side of things. But look at me, I'm super happy because United beat City. Hari, how are you today, man? How are you today? Of course, our host today, Hari, and myself, Ram. So, Hari, tell me, what's going on?
I don't know, bro. I'm glad we're doing this show today and not 1 or 2 days ago because Monday was a write-off for me. It was horrendous
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
for multiple reasons. One
Uh-huh.
is Liverpool lost again, and then of course United beat
Uh-huh.
City, which I didn't predict. I predicted a 4-0 to City. So horrendous, and I'm glad we're doing it today. So I'm slightly better, but as you can imagine, a bit low in general over the last 1 or 2 or 3 months now, man. Congratulations, bro. I got to congratulate you. I got to take my medicine. I'm still wearing my Liverpool jersey. Really proud, though. Really, really proud. Wearing it, really proud. We're still behind the team. We're still in the Champions League. I don't know for how much longer, but we're
Uh,
still there, bro.
okay, well, I'm really happy Liverpool lost,
I can
against
see you. I can
Fulham.
see you're really happy, man. So I'm not gonna ask you how you're feeling, but how on earth do you think United pulled it off, bro? I didn't expect
Well,
that. You know what? City has been going on a, what was it? 20 game winning streak or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
21
21 game
games.
winning streak. How on earth did United pull it off, bro?
I think as I said last week, we've got to have a good defense, and we've got to basically stop City from scoring in the first 15 20 minutes. And I think, to my surprise, we got a penalty in the first minute. So I think because of that penalty, I think we were able to contain their attack. We were able to press on the counter, and I think the defense did an amazing job. So in my opinion, I think well done. I think it was a star performance by United, despite City having a lot more stars in the team. I think United really, really, shined on this one. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. United fans out there, if you're feeling it, if you're feeling what I'm feeling, please put your comments down below. I really want to hear it. And of course, if you enjoy seeing Hurry's face after Liverpool's defeat, please comment as well and hit the subscribe button. Yeah,
So so
yeah.
so
Go,
so
Hurry, go
so
on.
so 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 you so I mean, of course, I mean, I think the early goal made a big difference, man. But what was it? What was it that United did that impressed you in the game? What was it
I
about
think a
the?
lot. I think a lot of things, Harry, because they showed that they had character in this game. I think they showed good character. I think in the past few games, they've showed a very lackluster performance despite all the draws. But I think this time they've showed a bit of character. They had a bite between their teeth. They are like really really going all out. And despite whatever City had, they just wanted to be a bit more brave. I think this team that played against City was a bit more brave, compared to all the other games that they played. So that's what I think, was the key factor in the win against
Yeah,
City.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I saw that as well in the game. I
Mhm.
thought I thought United counter attacked really well, man. Probably one of the best counter attacking performances I've seen against City so
Yep.
far. Of course, they had to defend deep a lot, but counter attacking was brilliant. Who do you think stood out, man? Who were the standouts for United player wise?
Okay, honestly, I think everyone stood out definitely, but I do have four main players I want to highlight. Of course, Bruno Fernandes definitely. I think, of course, he scored the penalty, and of course, he provided a lot of edge in the center of midfield. I think the one player that I really liked during the game was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He really, really, really made it very difficult for Raheem Sterling in that game. And when you see both of them competing against each
Yeah.
other, I think he always stands out. Shaw definitely, not just for the goal, but I think he has provided a lot of attacking support down the left. And of course, Fred, I think he has cut a lot of passing lanes as well. I think Fred has done a good job. He was very, very strong defensively. So these are the four players: Bruno Fernandes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, and Fred. I think they were brilliant.
I'm glad you picked Shaw, man, because I thought Shaw was unbelievable in that game, watching that game. I thought he was really good.
Yep.
And from what he was under Mourinho till now, big difference, man. I think he's the standout left back in the league this season so far. What about in
He
front?
is.
What about Rashford, man? Rashford was pretty good, right? Rashford and I think Martial was pretty good,
Yes,
surprisingly.
Martial was really good. He was, of course, Gary Neville's man of the match. When he was commentating in the game, but of course, I expected Martial to do that as a striker. The reason why I didn't pick him in my four players that stand out is because I really expected him to do what he did. But yes, he did something very different. He was making good turns. He was able to run past defenders. And and the saddest part was he didn't finish. He could have made United 3-0 up, but sadly he couldn't finish that
Yeah, I
that
think
that
there were a
third
couple
goal.
of
But
chances I saw which he missed, man. Yeah. But anyway,
yep, yep.
congrats, bro. I mean, enjoy it while you can, dude. Next season you're going to be behind. Next season you're going to be behind Liverpool again. So, you know, enjoy it while you can. Enjoy the Ollie on the wheel, or what? Ollie on the wheel
Always
for
at the
at the
wheel.
wheel as long
Always
as
at
as
the
long as you
wheel.
can, man. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool, as you know, didn't have a good game again. We lost at home again. So
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
man.
Hurry, I want to really ask you, how are you feeling? Tell me what happened to Liverpool. 6 defeats on the trot at Anfield. That is so un-Liverpool, unlike Liverpool. Like why? What's going on? Can you tell
We
us, please?
even when we're not playing well, we're creating history, bro. That's the best thing about Liverpool Football Club. So we're creating
Oh my
history.
God!
We're 6 defeats at home on the bounce. First time in our history. It's not good, man. We didn't play well at all. We
Yeah.
can't keep blaming injuries because we're getting players back as well. Of course, injuries have had a big thing to do with it because without our central defenders, we're playing youngsters at the back, and and
Yep.
and, and basically teams are taking advantage of it. I think against Fulham, if I look at it as an isolated case, uh,
Mhm.
Klopp made a lot of changes. I think with the Champions League in mind, he's given up on the league. He's focusing on the Champions League. Um, and I think the one big mistake he made was playing Neco Williams at right back. He could have made the rest of the
Oh.
changes, but I think Neco Williams at right back was wrong
Mhm.
because Ademola Lookman for Fulham exploited it. They kept pinging balls down that side. And
Mhm.
Neco Williams is not good enough right now for Liverpool, bro. So I think that was on Klopp. I think in general in this run, if you ask me, we haven't been good. We haven't shown enough fight. The players look mentally, physically exhausted. Things are not going for them, and Klopp is to blame as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're 100% behind Klopp. We want Klopp to stay, and we know he's gonna. I mean, someone asked Steven Gerrard a really good question. Was it yesterday on Rangers win?
Mhm.
Uh, and he said he put it the best way. He said that Liverpool fans don't want me as manager right now. We love Jurgen
Mhm.
Klopp. He said we love Jurgen Klopp. He's a Liverpool fan as well, So it's not the right time for him. He'll get his chance in 3 years maybe, but we're all strongly behind Klopp. But he's got to take some of the blame, I think, because
Mhm.
tactically he hasn't been savvy enough. He hasn't changed things enough to deal with the fact that teams are exploiting our right hand side of defense. But I mean, listen, we don't want to go into the details of this, guys, because we're going to be discussing Liverpool in a lot more detail and the downturn of Liverpool, what's going on at Anfield, what's going on with Liverpool in next week's show when we're actually going to have our first guest, a Liverpool
Yep.
fan, join us on the show to discuss what's going on at Liverpool and give his perspective as well. So we'll be going into that more detail then.
Lucky me, Harry, because I get a chance to not just tease one but two Liverpool fans next week. I'm looking forward to it.
I've got
Yes.
support next week, so I'm going to feel better. It's going to be 2 against 1.
It's
uh,
okay. It's okay.
but yeah, I mean, of course, we have a big Champions League game tonight, guys. So
Mhm.
Liverpool fans will now walk alone. We're still in the tournament. That
Okay.
United is not in, but yeah, we're still in the Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
We're still in the Champions League. It's a tough game. We're 2-0 up, but based on our form, I'm really nervous going into it, Ram. I'm really nervous going into it.
Yep. I say
Fortunately,
3-0.
Fortunately, it's not at Anfield because Anfield we're horrible. We're playing in a neutral venue in Budapest, so
Yep.
maybe we've got a better chance. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the guys, it's a different tournament, so they'll get their heads off the Premier League and they just can go out and get the job done. Even if we lose 2-1, get a score draw, just get through, guys. Get through, man. That's all we ask for.
I say 3-0 Leipzig. Yeah.
My prediction, I'm going to go 1-0 Liverpool, actually. Liverpool will get a goal on the break, I think, because Leipzig have to come at us. So, and Leipzig are
Yep.
very attacking-minded team, so I think we'll be able to counter them.
Okay.
Awesome,
That's
awesome,
great. That's
awesome,
great.
awesome, awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Listen, guys, we've got something interesting we want to talk about today. I don't know if you've heard about this, Ram, but
Okay.
and I don't know if you guys have heard about it as well, but whenever I think about the country Jamaica, I think about,
Yep.
people think about the Caribbean, beachside,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful weather. But you know what I think about?
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind
What?
is Jamaica. We have a
Yeah. The
bobsled
bobsled
team.
team.
Jamaica, we have a
Yeah. The
bobsled team.
bobsled team.
I mean, that's
Oh man.
it's one of my all-time favorite movies, Cool Runnings, based on a true story. Guys, if you haven't watched it, watch the movie. It's from 19,
Watch it.
I think it
Watch it.
released in 1992, 93. Fantastic movie. But it's based on a
Yep.
true story of Jamaica having a bobsled team. So they formed a bobsled team, which for you guys, if you guys don't know, it's a winter sport. It's played on ice. And it's a team sport. It's a team sport of 4 people. But Jamaica sent a team there. and having practice on I think literally concrete. They took a team to the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, in I think it was 1988 in Calgary. So very
Yeah.
interesting movie. But the reason I bring it up is because very soon Jamaica will have a
We'll
World
have
Cup
team,
football team. Jamaica
World
will
Cup
have a
football
World
team.
Cup team. Yeah, because as you guys know, Jamaica last qualified for the World Cup football tournament in 1998, and the
Yep,
reason
I
they
remember
went
watching them.
and the reason they qualified then was because they basically brought in and they managed to convince 7 English players who had Jamaican heritage and ancestry to change allegiances, take up Jamaican passports, and play for them. Some of the players, I don't know if you guys know, were people like Robbie Earle, Marcus Gale, who played for Wimbledon. There was Daryl Powell, who played for
Yeah.
Derby County in
Yep.
that team. There was Dion Burton from Derby County as well. And,
Yep.
listen, they went out in the group stages, but they won a game. They beat Japan, I think, in the 1998
Yeah,
World
I
Cup.
remember that. Yes.
So very interesting. And that was Hidetoshi Nakata, Japan as well. But
Yep.
guess what, Ram? They're doing it again, and they're doing it in an even bigger way this time. So Jamaica, what they've done is really interesting, guys. They've
Yaman.
actually,
Yaman.
yeah, man, yes. So they've actually approached about 11 players playing in England, right? So these are English players with Jamaican heritage to change allegiances because these guys are not getting into the England national team, right? To change
Okay.
allegiances, take up Jamaican passport and play for them. And a lot of them have agreed. A lot of them are actually going through the process of acquiring the passport now. So just give you guys some names here. But Cameron Roof, who plays for Rangers, who just won the league, a very tricky winger. There's Isaac Hayden, who plays for
Isaac
Newcastle
Hayden.
United. Mason Holgate from Everton. There's
Yep.
Andre Gray, who plays for Watford. He's a striker, if you guys know, played for Watford. Strong striker. There's Demarai Gray, who's from Leicester and now plays for Bayer Leverkusen in that list as well. And then there's also Liam Moore, who's one of the championship's best defenders playing for Reading. And the most surprise one, the strongest one, the biggest name here is Mikhail Antonio.
Yeah, Yaman.
So he's about to convert as well. And now if all these go through as they plan, right? If all these go through as they plan, Jamaica could possibly not just qualify for the World Cup, but I bank on them to get through and get into the knockout stages, How cool would that be, And I think they're going to be everyone's second favorite team. You're going to hear Jamaican music and reggae music playing in the background in everyone's household. Talk about Bob Marley, man, Ram.
Red wine. Oh, no woman, no cry.
So,
by the way, Hari, I think Jamaica will have an English team. Team with Jamaican heritage. So, Yaman, hey man, Yaman.
It's going to be awesome, man. Just the thought of it. Jamaica could have a really strong team in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's going to be made up of English players, basically, with Jamaican heritage. So you add these players I've mentioned now to some of their current players. Leon Bailey, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen, is one of the best wingers in Germany, actually. Fast. And I know some clubs are after him. He already plays for Jamaica. Another one who already plays for Jamaica is Revel Morrison, who's English from Manchester United. He already plays for Jamaica.
Yeah, it was a flop.
Yeah, but he already plays for Jamaica. And then there's Bobby De Cordova-Reid, who plays for Fulham. He's actually a very good player for Fulham.
Oh, he's a very good player, yeah.
He's already playing for Jamaica. So now you add this to the players they're about to bring in, and my word, they could really make waves in the next World Cup if they get through, So, yeah, guys, look out for it. That's going to be one hell of a surprise story, man. It's something really interesting.
Leave your comments down below and tell us what you think. I mean, we're really, really, really looking for you to tell us what you think, what you feel. Hit the subscribe button. Tell us what you feel. And of course, we are more than happy to take, all your comments and read them in the next show.
What do you think about what Jamaica is doing, guys? Because this has actually been confirmed by the Jamaican FA, the president. What do you think about what they're doing? What do you think of their chances? Are you going to be supporting them in the World Cup? This is really cool, man. I thought it was a really interesting story. So I had to.
I can't believe it. I mean, I really can't believe it. It's like, the opportunity that arises, right? I mean, who would have thought that, the FA would actually reach out to all these players and take note of them not being able to be called up in the England squad and say, hey, you know what? They're not going to be called up in the England squad. Let's bring them in down to Jamaica, and let's have a wonderful football team. I think it's going to be a real good World Cup. I mean, of course, assuming that everything goes well with the pandemic and so on, I hope that, when the World Cup does happen in 2022, you will see Jamaica pulling surprises, scoring lots of goals, and of course, winning a lot of games. What do you think, Harry?
I think, man, like I say, it's good. They're going to be my second team if they make it, because I've always liked Jamaica reggae music. I've associated. I mean, I think it's awesome. So I think it's a great story, and I think it'd be really cool if they can pull it off. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off, but it'd be really cool. Guys, leave your comments below. Tell us what you
Yep.
think of this proposed team that they could field, the strong 11 that they could possibly field if this happens. And yeah, tell us if you're going to be supporting Jamaica. Guys, listen, we want to end the show fairly quickly now, because
Yep.
listen, we're going to do another one fairly soon. We're going to have our guest on the show as well in the next
Yep.
1 or 2 sessions. And, as promised, we're going to do a show on the England squad next round,
Yep.
talking about the England squad, who's going to make it, who's not. We're building up very well to that, I think, because we talked about the English players who are going to be playing for Jamaica. Now we're going to talk about in the next show the English players who could play for England and make it into that squad, But before we end the show, Ram, before we end the show, Ram, did you get a chance to work on the trivia I asked last time around? Which players played for both Liverpool and Chelsea in the Premier League era?
Honestly speaking, I only know Fernando Torres. Can you tell us, Harry, who are the rest of the players that
guys,
actually
listen.
did?
All right, guys, listen. If you didn't get some of this, I mean, you definitely get some of this. But Nicolas Anelka played for both. There was Bolo Zenden, who played for both as well, the Dutch player. Glenn Johnson was obviously a good player for both. There was Yossi Benayoun, who moved to Chelsea from Liverpool. There was Raul Meireles, who moved to Chelsea from Liverpool. Of course, Fernando Torres. Joe Cole, guys. That's another one. And then, of course, Fabio Borini, Victor Moses, who was on loan at Liverpool from Chelsea. And then Daniel Sturridge. And last but not least, the top scorer in the Premier League right now, Liverpool's top man, the Egyptian king, Mo Salah.
Mo Salah. Yeah. He had a very brief stint there, I believe, right?
Yeah, so, very brief stint, but
very brief. Yeah, very brief. So, guys, before we do end the show today, Harry, I just want to say a few words. Just to thank all the subscribers who have currently subscribed to our channel. Keep subscribing, and just to name a few people that I really want to thank you. I do want to thank Jatin Naresh. Thank you for subscribing to us. DJ Simran, a great DJ. He does a lot of functions for weddings and so on. So he's one of them. We do have Sharul Chana from Singapore as well. We do have Ashwini and also Satyan. So just to name a few people, I want to say thank you very much. Keep those subscribes coming, and of course, leave your comments down below. We are really looking forward to do much better. Don't we, Harry?
Yeah, 100%, guys. Listen, I mean, we're going to talk about very interesting topics like we spoke about today, and we're definitely going to get guests into the show as well moving forward. So, guys, leave your comments. We want to know what you guys want us to talk about as well. So let us know as well. And yeah, I mean, I think, Ram, it's going to be a good next couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, man. So before we end the show, Harry, let's do a duet together and let's sing Red Wine together before we end the show. Let's say we do that. What do you think, Harry? Let's do it?
I think let's go Jamaican, isn't it?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Red wine. Okay, no woman, no cry. Let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
No woman, no cry. Guys, signing off from the plot.
Signing off from the plot, guys.
Signing off from the plot. Jamaica, you have a football team.
For the fans, by the fans.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Ram.
Cheers. Adios.